impressions of the Sacramento
Sure.
area?
It's been great, and honestly, I came here with no impression of the area. I hadn't spent much time in Sacramento. I passed through here in the 90s, literally on vacation, so didn't have much of a feel for it. Being from Richmond, Virginia, a state capital town, I assumed that there were some similarities to that, and have found it to be a great visit with a pretty vibrant culture and a lot going on that really surprised me.
Cool. Can you talk about which of your clients are eyeing Sacramento?
Sure. We don't have any clients right now. We do a lot of work. Being in the East Coast, we're doing more work starting to come out to the West Coast. So we're starting to see a lot of interest in California. We've just landed our first projects in Nevada and Arizona. So we've done work in Southern California, but because of our client base, it's mostly in food and beverage, warehouse logistics, and corporate office and manufacturing. I just figured this was the great place to come to get to know it because we're starting to see more interest coming out here. So that's why we're here. So.
Well, and you, I'm sure, are well aware of sort of the stigma around California and its business climate and taxes and high cost of living. What have you seen today that has made you maybe rethink that or maybe not rethink that?
Right. I mean, obviously there are some challenges that California has, but so does every other state. Let's be honest here. And so at the end of the day, a company was looking for a good workforce. They're looking for the right place that works in their logistics network. They're looking for quality of life, and I think this area has a lot of that. And so, yeah, while there are some maybe regulatory or cost challenges that California has, they're not unique to California. And again, given the value proposition that this state offers with regards to intellectual capital and other things, then I think it's a good market for particularly a lot of our client base.
Definitely. What that you've seen in the last, is this the third of 3 days for you?
It is the third of 3 days.
Okay.
So
in the last 3 days, I know you've been going all over the area. What particularly, just for any reason at all, even just like, oh, it was pretty or whatever, what stuck out to you?
What's really stuck out to me, and this is may sound strange, is the dynamism of the development community. I mean, this is a community that got. We toured a number of facilities that used to be former federal facilities or former rail yards or former facilities that when they shut down really devastated this community. They were large employment engines, and you saw it wasn't national investors, but you saw local and regional investors step forward and really transform these places. That's very unique in this country. Usually you have national players to do that. So there's clearly a spirit of pride in this community, a spirit of commitment to this community where people have invested in the community and are transforming it. And that was totally surprising to me, and I think refreshing to see, and shows that there's great things happening here in the Sacramento area.
Thanks. One more question for you, either for you specifically or just with your industry in general. What is the next step?
The next step is, typically most of us, we're on fact-finding mission, is essentially what it is. So the purpose of bringing people like me as a site selector here is to raise awareness of a community. So when we have clients who express an interest and say we have a particular need and here are the various parameters which we live within in order to site our projects, we can say, oh, well, we've seen communities like this, have you thought about it? And because we have that because of the familiarity we have with the community. So it gives us the opportunity to build relationships with people in government, with people in business, so that we can link them up with our clients once they express an interest in the area. And that makes life for everybody much easier. So.
Anything else I should know?
Been a great trip, and really commend all the Greater Sacramento Partnership and all the partners and the investors in that who just made this a great opportunity. You need to be doing more of it because marketing is so absolutely important. It's all about relationships in this industry, and that's the way that we're going to continue to build the economy and invest in quality of life here.